What's up, sweeties? It's TeeElle, and I'm back with another one. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Come on and join the fun.
Cause I'm crazy and I'm sexy and I'm cool. Little rough around the edges, but I keep it smooth. I'm always left the center, and that's right where I belong. I'm the random man, and don't you hear it major song, and I like that.
Welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm back with another cooking video. Cook with tea, cooking with tea. And today I'm making a crock pot meal, stovetop meal too. So I'm putting my greens. I got some kale greens. They are not fresh greens because I'm being lazy. But I do got some bagged kale greens that I'm going to cook on the stove. And I know some people put like ham hocks, turkey necks, turkey legs, all kind of stuff in their greens. I put bacon in my greens because that's just what I do. I have a picky household, and my husband don't eat the meat in the greens anyway. So it's just for flavor. And I'm going to put a pot roast in the crock pot with some potatoes, carrots, celery, onions. I might add some peppers in there. I'm not sure. Don't mind the playroom in the back. It's a hot mess. Yes, it is. It's the playroom. But yeah, so that's going to be our dinner. So the pot roast with the potatoes. I was going to get some cornbread, but I didn't make it to the store. So we're just going to have the pot roast and the greens. Of course, the potatoes is another side. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and get started for y'all. First, what I need y'all to do in the comment section is say, hey T. And click the bell so you're notified each and every time I post a video. Make sure you're sharing these videos. Do not skip the ads, y'all. The ads will help me get this money. So don't skip the ads. Watch all the ads all the way through. Take that as a bathroom break, or get you a little drink or a little something to eat, or a little snacky snack or something when the ads are playing. It's like commercials. So, yeah. What's up, son? Football. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay. Foot. It's a compound word. Foot. Ball. Did it pop up? OOT. Yep. Yeah, y'all, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn the camera. I'm going to cut these onions up. Ooh, I got to make sure I got some broth because I don't put water in with my greens. I put beef broth. So I might have some left. I got to check. But if not, we're going to have to just use some water because I ain't going to the store. It's a nice, cold, rainy day here in Pittsburgh. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so I got 3 strips of bacon here. And I'm just going to cut them up into smaller pieces. So this is the size I cut my strips of bacon. And I'm going to just throw them all into the pot and let it form that nice bacon grease. And then I'm going to add some onions in there. A little bit of butter. Then my broth and my greens. So you don't burn your eyes when you're cutting onion. Run cold water. Or I just know that some people said to sit a damp paper towel next to you. So I'm gonna run some water, but I'm gonna cut some of this onion for my greens and my roast. Alright, sweetie, so now that I have my onions cut, I'm going to go ahead and cut my pepper. And I'm going to go ahead and cut my celery. So I'm not going to use this whole thing, so I'm going to get me a baggie out because, like I said, my family's picky, and this is just for flavor. They're not going to eat the pepper or the onion. So I'll probably just use the rest of it or most of it for an omelet or something. Okay, so that's all I'm going to need. And I'll go ahead and rinse those and then slice them up. Add them to my little pile here. Okay, so I got my pepper cut with my onions. And I'm going to go ahead and get my celery cut. All right, so I got all my vegetables cut up. I'm gonna rinse off my baby carrots and put them in a crock pot when it's time. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get my meat seasoned, and I'm gonna brown it on each side and then put it in a crock pot. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here's my boneless beef roast that I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and open that and rinse it off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with some seasoned salt. Onion powder and garlic powder and pepper. Oh wait, this is garlic salt. I need to get my garlic powder. I'll put a little bit of that on there. But I need some garlic powder, y'all. I wish I had some fresh garlic, but I don't. I probably should have went to the store again. But I did find some beef broth. I'll put a little bit of pepper on there. Okay. So that's our meat seasoned. Go ahead and scrape the side. Okay, flip it, season it again. Pepper. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put some butter in a skillet, and then I'm going to brown my meat and then put it in a crock pot. I got some red potatoes that I'm going to eat with the meal. So that's going to be really good. So this is for my greens, and this is for my meat. I'm about to get my meat and put it in there. just some browning, y'all. So these are the greens I got. I'm gonna rinse them real good. Get out the stems that I don't want in there. If there's any dirt, get that out. Well, of course it's dirt, but like, you know, the brown parts that you really don't want. And I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my pot after I put my beef broth in there though. Let's go ahead and lift it, flip it. Let it brown on that side. We're gonna turn it on the actual side and brown it there too. All right, so for my greens, I'm gonna pour in this beef broth. The whole entire thing. I almost had this, the whole thing was almost full, so that's good. So when I make fresh greens, judge your mammy. I know some people use vinegar to wash their greens. My grandma actually used to use dish liquid to wash her greens. So that's what I use when I make my fresh greens. So since it's in the bag, I'm just gonna rinse them a few times real good. And I usually just leave the bag and just let the water go out. Go back in and I'll go over them again. Pick through them and do all that. Alright, so that's brown. And we're just gonna kind of stand our meat up and let it brown on this side. Go all the way around. That sounds good. I mean, sometimes it's best to just stick with your fingers. Those are baby pincers. Those are some of the best pincers you can have in the kitchen. Alright, flip. Yes, Papa, when they're used to cooking. That's alright. Now, I ain't all like that though. Like, I'm not like my dad and my mom and my sister and a lot of the other great cooks in my family where they can taste the food while it's still steaming hot and it don't burn their tongue. I'm not on that level yet, but I will cook with my fingers and hold stuff up with my fingers. Let's see. Let's put this like this. Brown that. We're gonna throw this in the crock pot, y'all. Good. All right. We'll lift this. Place it right in the crock pot, just like that. Okay. And I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do next. Pour that all on there too. Get it all in there. Get it all for. Just like that. Okay. Alright, sweeties, so before I put my vegetables in there, I'm going to go ahead and put 1 cup of water. Just a cup, because the meat's going to create its own juice. And we're going to let this sit in the crock pot for like 4 hours once we're on high. Okay. We're going to check it in 4 hours. So let's go ahead and decorate it. Throw your potatoes all around. Okay, so we got our potatoes in. And let's do our carrots next. What's up, Mimmer? I'm just grabbing a handful of carrots. I'm rinsing them off and dumping them in. There's another handful or two. Okay. Now that we have our carrots in there, take all of our vegetables. Put them in. Look how pretty that looks, all them colors. Celery, green peppers, onions, carrots, potatoes. Throw all that in there. Okay. All right, look how pretty that looks. All right. Now we're gonna season our vegetables a little bit. I'm just gonna use this onion soup packet. This works good with mostly everything. So get you an onion soup packet. You just need one, okay? 2 come in a box, but you need 1. And I'm gonna put some garlic powder on them too. Garlic powder. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Season up them vegetables. Okay. Then we're gonna put our onion soup packet in there. Okay. And sprinkle that in there too. It'll work its way down to the meat. Okay. That's it. We got it on high. Okay. Put our lid on. And see that thing in 4 hours. We'll check it in 4 hours. Okay. Beef broth, bacon, bacon fat, onions, butter for our greens. You don't want onions. And we're gonna go ahead and put our greens in. Just like that. Once they start to cook down a little bit, that's when we're gonna give it a nice little toss. And we're going to season them. Another banana? Yeah. Go ahead. See, like this is what you don't want. We don't want that. Nasty. So the kids don't eat greens, and we haven't been huge fans of leftovers lately. So that's why I got 1 bag. I know it's gonna cook down, and we're gonna have like this much greens, but we'll be good. So we're gonna let this cook down for about 15 minutes, and we're gonna give it a nice toss and season it, y'all. So we got some time for this this roast to cook, and we're gonna have our greens cooking low and slow, okay? Very low, very slow, and by the time they get all good, and it'll be time to eat the whole meal. All right, sweeties, so my greens cooked down. Hold on. A little bit. Toss. I wish I had some more broth, but I'm gonna add some water because that's what we're working with, okay? So. Okay. We're gonna put some seasoned salt. Same old seasonings, garlic powder. Again, I wish I had some fresh garlic. What's that? Some more garlic powder. Can't have too much garlic powder. I love garlic. Onion powder. Pepper. And my sister's little trick. She put a little bit of hot sauce in hers. Boom. Just give it a nice mix. All right, sweetie, so it's been about 2.5 hours. All right, so I wanted to get some of them carrots and peppers and stuff down inside that juice so they can get nice and tender too. That celery, get all that in there. My greens are cooking low and slow. Very low. They're so good and flavorful. All right, y'all, so I took my potatoes out and I'm gonna actually pour in 2 packs of this au jus gravy. I'm gonna put it right in there. This is what I do. And then I just mix it in a little bit and I let it cook a little longer. So let me mix this in. It's gonna create a delicious gravy. I mix it right in the middle. You can already see it got a little bit thicker. And I'm gonna let the meat cook until it fall apart more and more. I'm at my second packet. Okay. So I want this to cook until that meat's completely falling apart. So let me show y'all. See how thick it got? So we're just gonna let it go, let it cook. Because this meat is still too tough for me. So we're gonna let it do what it do. Let me mix this some. And once my meat begin to fall apart and get real tender, I'm gonna go ahead and put my potatoes back in here. But I want this to cook down a lot more. Delicious. Okay, let's put the top on and let it go. Alright, sweeties, here's my finished pot roast dinner. I got my onions, my peppers, my carrots, my celery, my meat, of course, my potatoes, my au jus gravy, and I have my greens, my bacon in there, and there is my finished meal. Super delicious. Bomb.com. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to LifeAsTeeElle. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a fat thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Click that bell so you're notified each and every time I post a video. And I'll see you on the next one. I am out.